The latest Vaughan real estate numbers just came out and they're quite interesting. Some numbers are up, some are down. Sales are up by almost 35% compared to January. So the big questions are, is the Vaughan and the GTA market really moving up? Do the buyers still have an advantage? Or is this just simply the spring market, which is always busy every year? In this video, I'll break down the numbers for you to show you exactly all the data points and where the market is headed if you're planning on selling or buying a home in the city of Vaughan this year. So let's dive in. Here's the quick snapshot of February for the local market. There were 197 homes sold in Vaughan. The average selling price was around $1.1 million and 40,000. The median price was around 1.1 mil, which tells us where most of the transactions are happening. We also saw 524 new listings and 940 homes available for sale. Now that brings the inventory to about 5.4 months of supply. But what does that actually mean? When the inventory moves above 5 months, buyers typically gain a bit more negotiating power. Right now, the market still favors the buyers, but activity is starting to increase. And that combination is something the buyers and sellers must pay attention to. Now let's compare Vaughan to the rest of the GTA. Across the entire GTA, the average home price was around $1,008,900. In Vaughan, it was around $1.1 million and 40,000. So Vaughan continues to sit above the GTA average, and that's been the same trend for the last few months. That reflects strong demand for the area, good schools, expanding infrastructure, and some of the most desirable communities in the York region. The buyers continue paying a premium to live in the city of Vaughan. Now let's break down the market by property type, and we'll start with the detached homes. There were 84 detached homes sold in Vaughan in February. The average price was around $1.59 million. The median price was around $1.44 million. There were 222 new listings of detached homes, and there are a total of 392 homes available for sale. Now, detached homes are taking approximately 35 days to sell and selling at about 97% of the asking price. So you can see the buyers are getting approximately 3% discount on the list price of the detached homes, and they are taking a bit longer to make a decision. Detached homes that are well priced, well maintained are still selling. It's just that the buyers are taking a bit longer to make a final decision. Next are semi-detached homes. Now this is a smaller but highly desirable segment of the market. There were only 30 homes available for sale, and 16 of those sold in February. Sold quickly, taking only about 19 days on average to sell home. The average price was around 1.08 mil, with the median price around 1.1 mil. A very limited supply of semi-detached homes is keeping this segment quite competitive. Now here's something quite interesting. Freehold townhomes were the most competitive segment of the market in the city of Vaughan. There were 31 sales in February. The average price is around 1.06 mil and the median price is around 1.03 mil. But the key number here is that the townhomes sold for about 101% of the asking price. That means many townhomes were still selling above the asking price. Now this shows strong demand for what many people call the missing middle of the housing market. Now next are condo townhomes. There were only 10 sales in February with a median price of approximately $719,000. There were 24 new listings and a total of 39 active listings available. Now these homes sold at about 99% of the asking price, which means they are well priced, with the buyers only negotiating 1% of the list price. Now for many buyers, condo townhomes represent the most affordable entry point with the best combination of price and space in the Vaughan market and the GTA. Now let's take a look at condo apartments. Now this segment currently has the most inventory of all the home types in Vaughan and the GTA. Now there were 53 sales in February, also 365 condos available for sale in the city. The average price was around $571,000 and the median price around $560,000. Now because of the high supply levels, condos are taking the longest to sell, about 42 days on average. This is one segment where the buyers have the most negotiating power. But here's a number that surprised me the most. Across the GTA, new listings are down 17.7% year over year, meaning compared to the same time last year. That means there are fewer sellers willing to list and sell their homes as of right now. And if that trend continues for a bit longer, it could become the most important market driver later in the year. Now let's get back to the update. So what are the buyers doing right now? Well, buyers are more cautious than they've ever been in the last few years. Many are still waiting to see whether the prices will stabilize further or if there are any more rate cuts. Therefore, the homes are taking longer to sell and prices remain flat or seeing some decreases across the region. But despite that caution, the sales did increase month over month. So the demand is still very much there, even though it is taking a bit longer to sell the homes. Now let's talk about inventory levels. Vaughan currently sits at about 5.4 months of inventory. Across the GTA, that number is around 5 months. Now, generally speaking, when the inventory is under 4 months, it's a seller's market. Between 4 to 5 months, it's a balanced market. And then above 5 months, buyers gain a lot of leverage. So right now, the city of Vaughan market favors the buyers, just like most of the GTA, and that trend should continue, at least into the near future. There are also other economic factors influencing the market right now. The Bank of Canada overnight rate is about 2.25%. The mortgage rates are roughly between 3.6 to about 5%. Now, these are quite low compared to the highs of 2 years ago, but still not close to the lows of 2021 and 22. Inflation is approximately around 2.3%, and the unemployment rate in the Toronto region is around 7.9%, which is also quite high. And now there's the ongoing conflict in the Middle East, which is also on top of everyone's mind and affecting the markets. All these conditions combined together are making most buyers take a bit longer and a little more cautious. Now, TREB's latest market report shows that there is a substantial pent-up demand in the GTA home ownership market, with more than 100,000 buyers holding off on making a home purchase. Buyers are waiting for selling prices to level off and for positive news on the trade front. Once we see both, there could be a substantial momentum driving home sales in the second half of this year and into 2027. So based on the report, if all those conditions are met and the buyer confidence does return, the competition could increase quite quickly for homes. And for sellers, strategy is very important right now. Homes are still selling close to asking price, but they may take between 30 to 40 days to sell. Buyers are price sensitive, therefore the key is pricing the home correctly from day one. Homes that are well maintained and priced well are still attracting strong interest. And looking ahead, there are some very important signals in the market. While sales increased from Jan to Feb, new listings across the GTA dropped 17.7% year over year. And again, as per TREB's latest market report, there could be over 100,000 buyers on the sidelines waiting for interest rates and home prices to stabilize, trade and other economic issues being resolved. Now, if those conditions do come true later in the year, the market could shift faster than many people expect. The improved home buyer confidence could drive demand quickly, but we will have to wait and see. And as always, home buying and home selling decisions should be based on data, not emotions. Now, if you're thinking about buying or selling a home in Vaughan or anywhere in the GTA, I'd be happy to share real market data that's relevant to you. You can call or text me at 416-830-8305 or book a free 30-minute strategy call by clicking on the link below the video. And if you found this update helpful, please like and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Vaughan and GTA updates and home tours. I'll see you in the next one.